Kia ora everyone, Lewis here with a little weekend weather update. Now here on Friday, just take a look at the satellite and the radar. We can see a bit of a rotation here. So there is a low pressure centre sitting around the North Island. It's not bringing too much in the way of wet weather though. It is really just located on those eastern coasts of the North Island. Pretty clear across the South Island currently. And now we're going to take a look forward and see what's going on through the rest of Friday. So quite a complex low pressure system here, which is going to be bringing some rain, especially to those eastern areas of the North Island. Across the South Island, it looks like that ridge of high pressure is going to lead to some clearer skies through Friday. As we make our way into Saturday, we can see this next frontal system just making its way up the South Island, but it's looking as though it's a lot calmer across the North Island. And as we make our way through Sunday, that does just continue to progress, but we have that cooler air on that cold front coming in towards the end of Sunday. So here we are, end of Sunday, mostly clear around the North Island. Is the South Island that is seeing that influx of cooler air coming in to kick off the new working week. So just taking a look at the Saturday morning temperatures, so it is going to be quite frosty, especially around the central and southern parts of the South Island. Not as cold as it has been, but we are going to be seeing those frosts hang around. Across the North Island, a little bit warmer around Taupo. We will see some frost with that temperature down around that 1 degree mark. And just now looking through Saturday, here we go. It is going to be those eastern coasts of the North Island with that onshore flow bringing in that cloud. There is going to be some periods of rain in that as well. Across the South Island, mostly clear. We do have that high pressure, and that ridge of high pressure moving onto the South Island is going to mean some clearer skies, but we do have that front towards the end of the day, which is going to bring some rain to those southwestern parts of the South Island. Now just taking a zoom into the North Island, like I said, it is just going to kind of be those eastern coasts. Some of it spreading across into those sort of central areas with that cloud. There is going to be some rain in that. We can see quite a south or southeasterly wind flow spreading up the North Island, which is actually going to bring some clearer skies through the central area and moving up Auckland through Northland as well. So by the time we get to the end of the day, it does look like there will be some clear skies heading into the nighttime period. And taking a look at the temperatures, it is around that mid to low teens across the group. So we are going to be seeing around those average temperatures for this time in August. And we're going to see some cooler nights, especially again around that Taupo area. Also Rotorua down to 1 degree. That's going to be into Sunday morning. Hamilton as well could see some light frosts as well with that forecast low of 2 degrees. Moving down into the South Island, starting off pretty clear. That is going to be bringing in those frosty conditions through most of the South Island, but we do see cloud slowly moving its way up from the south, and behind that is also going to be some rain with that front arriving, but it is going to be mainly clear skies along those eastern coasts of the South Island, especially around those northern areas as well. So by the time we get into the end of the day, we can see some rain mainly on the southwestern side around Fiordland, but we do have some showers making its way into the likes of Central Otago or Queenstown Lakes. And the temperatures, they are going to be a little bit cooler than the North Island ones, so around that mid-teens up in the northern areas, and it gets a little bit cooler as we head further south around that 12 degree mark for Invercargill. And it does look like it will be another frosty start come Sunday morning, so that 1 degree forecast for Queenstown, -1 over around Timaru, and 0 degree start for Christchurch on Sunday. Now we're going to take a look at Sunday. So we're going to have this high pressure system sitting out in the Tasman Sea. That is going to be the main player for our weather as we head into next week. But before that, we do have this cold front moving in from the south. So that is going to bring a chilly start across the country for the start of the week before we see the return of that high pressure system. So it does bring some rain with it, especially on those western coasts, but we will see some through the south and east as that frontal system moves up. And just taking a quick look at Monday, so we can see that cold front really traversing up, bringing a southwesterly wind flow across the country. But what we're going to see from that building out in that Tasman is that high pressure system, which will slowly move more onshore and bring a pretty settled, not start to the week, but as we head into midweek, it should keep things more on the settled note. That's all from me. For more information, head to metservice.com.